Okay, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of On the Wrist from Off the Cuff. Today we have a really cool special update for you from the brand Haveston. Now, if you guys are fans of the channel, you know that I'm a big fan and supporter of Haveston straps. The cool thing is, with their success, they've actually been able to extend their reach into some other cool little watch related things, to include these awesome coasters that I've been using for quite a while now, from their original batch, but they've actually extended the line and released some really interesting ones. Before, they were pretty much really focused on just kind of the look of a watch movement, but now they moved on to dials, from some really iconic ones. I think were chosen really cool. And then of course, with the straps, they've continued to release more. So there's just been more to enjoy, more to love. I've had these for a while now. I've been meaning to get around to getting this video out there to you guys. So I'm really glad to be able to have time within the queue to kind of address these and really get you guys an idea of what Haveston's been up to, and then also some of the changes when it comes to their packaging. So I actually didn't open everything that I got so that I could do an actual live unboxing for you guys, so we could kind of get an understanding of how things are packaged and the way that they work and look, and really just how useful some of their choices were when they actually made some of these changes. So with all that said, let's go ahead, get these pieces in hand for a closer look. All right, guys, now before we jump into here, quick wristwatch check. Check it out there, a little Stova action on, of course, a Haveston strap, one that I love. Like, look at the way this plays with the blue. Obviously it's tough within the studio lighting because it's a dark room with just two light sources, so it's hard to get reflections apart from the light. But as you can see there, the blued hands really play extremely well with obviously the blue accent on the strap. So love that. This is probably one of my favorite, honestly, one of my favorite strap combos that I have. Now for here, which is really cool, they actually released within their Parade series a really awesome new strap. As you can see, featured on this Invicta Pro Driver 1953. I think this khaki color really ties in well with the gilt dial. I think it looks really nice, and obviously it's a little bit of a warm color that actually goes with some of these patina style dials. But I've always been a fan of their straps. I think the Parade straps are really nice. One of the things that sets them apart in general from when it comes to their straps is, as you can see, they just reposition everything to where the buckles line up in a really nice way. They actually make them shorter and then have the sliding keeper here. The nice thing about the Parade strap is it's actually more traditional. As you can see, it is a two-piece, so it has the one piece that goes underneath and then the other securing arm there, versus this is a one piece, as you can see, so it just is a single slide underneath. But the nice thing is, with the thinner, kind of smoother, softer material, it actually doesn't add too much heft onto your wrist or in between you and your timepiece. So really thought this was extremely handsome, and I did want to get this on camera for you guys. Now, a nice thing about these coasters is you don't necessarily have to just use them, for cups. It's a really good thing for in your little workstation or at your desk. When you take your watch off and put it down, you have a nice soft kind of pad there, and that's something that I've definitely used the previous iterations of these coasters for, and I think they're really cool. As you can see, this is the box that it comes in, and it even gives you the details on each dial type and everything, and it gives you even a nice little story. And that's one of the things that I think Haveston really do. They execute a theme pretty much to the highest caliber. It's not just fly by night, hey, let's make a couple NATO style nylon straps, right, or a Marine National style strap. They don't rest on just the designs. They have an entire brand and an aesthetic that I think carries over through all of their products, whether it's some of their watch rolls or even strap storage rolls. So they have like all these really interesting military themed items, but there's actual thought behind it, and it's a deeper level than you'll see from most marketing. And then, as you can see here, this is one of their new packaging boxes here for a strap, and this is the blue canvas release, which is really nice. And as you can see, it's not that tin that you're used to. So that's one thing to be aware of. But there's a lot that's changed. So let's actually get this popped open here. As you can see, really cool. If you go to their website, you'll recognize a lot of the symbology here. It all ties, and then you can see this little flap. Holds it together. Boom. You get some instructions on fitment and care, which is great. And then you open it up. And then again, you get some installation action. They talk about clearance, if maybe you need some bent spring bars. And then you have, of course, very nice, you have your strap, which is very handsomely done. And look at that. There's actually some new hardware on this canvas one that makes it a bit beefier. So let's take a look at that. All right, so as you can see, look at that milled section. That's very nice. And that's one of the really cool things about Haveston is that they're always working to kind of improve their package. Not just the packaging, but the product package itself is just constantly being reworked and refined. So you are going to see some different buckles along the way, some different iterations, but generally they move in the right direction. So as you can see here, this is a single pass, but it's a thicker material. So it's one of those things that they've been very thoughtful and careful about, and I really like that. And of course, if you guys have paid attention to my other reviews of their canvas line in general, you know that these are quite nice. And I'm really digging that upgrade on that hard milled buckle there. Very, very cool. Now, as far as packaging, oh, actually, I'm gonna have to, is that already cut? I think I might have cut it previously. Yep, cool. So I'll have to pull this out here. Oh, no, oh, wait. Oh, let's see. Did I cut it? Oh, yeah, I did. There you go. I don't want to rip it because there's probably going to be some stuff to read. So you open here. Again, look at that. You get a little story. You get the background essentially about the historical dials and their significance. You get this nice kind of piece together little, you see this little slip there to hold it so that stays in place. Hey, you get the inspiration, and then you get that. There you go. Very cool. And then here is the other set. Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Little Submariner dial action. Nice. So yeah, and then they're individually packaged, which is great. So if you want to maybe gift these separately, put them in a grab bag, goodie bag. You know, if you have a watch lover in your life, these are perfect little gifts, honestly, because chances are you don't want to buy a watch fan a watch for a gift, because honestly, he probably already knows what he wants, and it's probably too expensive for you to buy as a gift. So what do you get for those guys? You know, you can only buy them so many straps or watch winders or boxes. And, you know, this is actually a nice little affordable option of something cool you can do. Maybe even give him to your best men, you know, wedding kind of groomsmen gifts. There's just so many different things you could do with these guys, and I really dig what Haveston's doing here, and they're really just extending that range and that reach, and they're just doing cool things, you know. Like I like that it's an enthusiast based brand. You know, they're doing things because they're passionate about them. It's not necessarily like, hey, let's roll out, you know, more items, this or that, because there's a space in the market or anything like that. You know, it's not necessarily strategic, although I think they do a really great job. They're just passionate about this hobby, and their products really tell that story, you know. And as you can see, it's, man, it's a looker. Look at that. Look at that hardware. These are hell of a strap, guys. These are great straps from a very stand-up brand. Very cool, creative guys. Yeah, it's nice to be able to rest your, you know, your watch down on a nice little pad, or maybe even like a little knife, right? You empty out your pockets, you drop it down, you don't have to worry about it, anything like that. Maybe a pen, you know, put it down. You don't have to, especially if it's a nicer, more expensive pen. You just throw it down, don't worry about it. Flashlight, it's not going to go anywhere, you know. So there's just so many different kind of use cases for these coasters that you know, I really enjoy that. And then if you have a watch on bracelet, let me just grab something from off screen here. Not even running, currently not wound up, but let's say you take your mini turtle, bam, it's just chilling there. It's just fine. It's not going anywhere. You know that it's safe, which I dig. You know, it's on a padded, nice padded surface that actually tells a little bit of a story. I love that there's just so much fun, so much color, the depth to these dials and these products, that it just helps kind of continue that watch conversation, right? They're not just timepieces, they're conversation pieces. So with that said, I really enjoy these. Definitely check out the links in the comments below if you want to get more information as far as pricing, availability, latest releases, you know, previous releases. Guys, definitely check also my channel history. I have tons of videos on these products. They're amazing. I really support them wholeheartedly. I do not get paid by them by any means. I don't think really Haveston have to pay anybody. I think people generally buy their products, are excited to talk about their products, and just repost them on Instagram or on YouTube. So with all that said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like the video, please do hit like, and if you haven't, please subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.